An all-out war has erupted over Cobra Post sting operation. It claims that Advani and PV Narasimha Rao knew about the Babri Masjid demolition. BJP has said that the sting operation seems to be a violation of the Model Code of Conduct and have requested the Election Commission to stop its broadcast. The party has alleged that the Congress is behind the sting operation and is attempting to polarize the election with it. In its first reaction to the sting operation carried out by the Cobra Post, Congress said that action must be taken against those who have been named in the sting.
The Liberhan Commission of Inquiry that probed the 1992
My colleague Nishita joins us live from the newsroom with more information. Nishita, this particular sting operation has created quite a ripple in the political circles. Take us through the latest reactions coming in.
Well, definitely ripples ahead of the elections. Let's not forget that even before releasing this sting operation, there was a debate as the BJP had gone on to state that Cobra Post should consult with the Election Commission officials and then only it should take a call on releasing the video, as we're just a few days away from the elections beginning. And now the latest reactions coming in. The first of the reactions coming in from Congress. We have Rashid Alvi, the spokesperson of the Congress, actually going on to state that all the names mentioned in this particular report, they should be penalized, all the allegations should be investigated and appropriate action should be taken against them. Let's also not forget that among the host of names that have been mentioned in the sting operation, it's also said that the then Prime Minister Narasimha Rao was also aware that it was a trained operation and that it was not an instantaneous impulsive reaction of angry car sevaks. It is being said that it was a trained operation. Hundreds of these car sevaks who were part of this movement were trained, were physically trained, were mentally trained, were asked to take an oath, and only then did they carry out this particular operation. Of course, the court has already given its verdict on the same, and that is what the BJP is banking on at the moment. In fact, BJP leader Uma Bharti, who also finds a name in the sting operation, Uma Bharti's name surfaces that she was aware of this planned movement, this conspired movement that is mentioned in the operation. Uma Bharti, however, has refused to comment. She's gone on to state that the court has given this order and that she will not react to any of it. She will not be reacting to what the sting operation or for that matter what Cobra Post has to say, and that the court's decision is the final and no one can question it. Apart from that, the RSS has also rejected these allegations. The RSS has gone on to state that there was all the allegations according to this particular sting operation are baseless, and that probably some Congress leader has prompted these allegations, probably has a hand in this sting operation just ahead of the elections to release such details, which the RSS has refused are true. Let's not forget that as per the sting operation, as per the details that have been released by Cobra Post, RSS is one of the organizations that was involved in training these car sevaks. However, many of these leaders claim that they have not watched the footage, and that's the reason why they would not want to comment on the same. Also, one man, Acharya Dharmendra, whose name finds a mention in the sting operation as well, he's gone on to say that he was very much part of the movement, but there was no training or there was no premeditated act as such, and it was indeed an impulsive reaction of the car sevaks. However, the sting operation has a completely different story to tell. In fact, the editor, the associate editor of Cobra Post has gone on to divulge names like Vinay Katiyar, Jai Bhan Singh, Paveya, Dharmendra Singh. All these people are involved in this movement, and one of the reporters from Cobra Post posed as someone writing a book on the Ayodhya movement, and that's the reason why he went about speaking to people who were part of this Ram Janmabhoomi movement. As per the sting operation, they were trained physically, they were taught how to climb tall structures using basic equipment like sickles or any sharp equipment. They were taught how to dig the earth using simple sickles and pickaxes, and we also understand that many of these leaders back then, like Murli Manohar Joshi, the then UP Chief Minister Kalyan Singh, as well as the former Prime Minister Narasimha Rao, was in the know of this particular movement being planned and being in order. There was also an oath that was taken by what is termed as a sankalp, which is an oath that was taken by all these lakhs of car sevaks. This was in the presence of frontline leaders like L.K. Advani, Murli Manohar Joshi, Ashok Singhal, and even leaders like Acharya Dharmendra, who have now refuted all these allegations. But Cobra Post says that they have all these confessions on tape, and they've also released this video. However, the reactions coming in are extremely cautious, not only because we're talking about an extremely sensitive issue like the Babri Masjid demolition issue, but we're also speaking it in view of the elections being around the corner. So the politicians being extremely careful in what they are saying. Just a few reactions coming in, most importantly being that of the Congress, saying that each and every person mentioned in the sting operation should be investigated and penalized. But at the same time, they have their own former Prime Minister's name finding a mention in this report, in this sting operation. And also we have the BJP, the RSS, the VHP, everyone very expectedly refuting the allegations and squarely blaming the Congress and saying that the Congress has a hand behind all these revelations, Akshita.
Right, Nishita, thank you so much for joining us with all that information. But of course, more than anything else, political reactions coming in thick and fast there. And while the BJP has gone on to slam this particular sting operation, saying that this particular sting was sponsored by the Congress in its first ever reaction to the sting operation has gone on to state that action should be taken against all those named in the operation.
लोग नष्ट हो जाएं, इससे इनको कोई मतलब नहीं, इनको मतलब पैसा मिले, कुर्सी मिले।
And moving on, 6 Supari killers have been arrested by the Bengaluru police. The Banashankari police have taken them into custody. The accused have been identified as Atush Topparaju, Amin, Sudhir, Teja and Keshamurthy, all of whom have been arrested. The gang had murdered rowdy sheeter Naveen. Atush had given the contract to kill Naveen over personal enmity. The men you're seeing on your screens are the murderers who have been taken into custody as of now. They were provided Supari by Atush to go ahead and carry out the act where they went ahead and murdered Naveen, who was a rowdy sheeter himself. The incident took place on March 26th, so barely 10 days after we're looking at the cops cracking this particular case and arresting the accused.